Hey. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Don't worry, I'm not going to waste too much of your time so I can go and chill out with my family and my friends. More like my family, Sha. Now, my family could be my friends. How are you doing? How are you all doing? Mm-hmm. Hmm. How are they? So many people sending me messages. I've not responded. How are you doing? All right, matter don't reach ground. How are they? Can people hear me? Uh-huh. Can people hear me? So, I want us to talk about something that needs talking about. Nigerian man Simon Guobadia has been deported by ICE. If you are a man and you are growing up in that abroad and you don't dey cross past 50 and your brain never tell you say you need to begin to retrace your step, come back Nigeria, I worry for you. I worry for you. Because the shege banza woman go show you abroad, they not born the woman well, make you show you for this Nigeria. Woman go come out, collect my house. How? How? Especially with woman we useless for person life. Woman we know how do any value, just bring you trouble. God forbid I not fit break up with Taste Boss. But if Taste Boss say she wants half of my house, she follow me build them. She follow me hustle the hustle. She follow me collect the insult for free the Shipu ministry. She follow me suffer the relegation. So if she says she needs half of the house, why not? Why not? 15 months of marriage. Please, what did this woman add? What value did this? Shena, Simon, you fall my hand. Not vex, you be bros, but you fall my hand. Quick, me lolo one dear. She Porsha, show Jebi Bathsheba no Bible ni. I won't talk to you for Yoruba. Make these people not decode me. How many quick they had? So they pay $40,000 a month. She can't still see say they deport you, come back house. Brother, what were you looking at? Brother, how? You when no say you want marry Porsha. Why you no go tie up your estate for Dubai? Why you no sell all your house for America? Carry the money, go buy property for Monaco. Why you go keep money for America? Come marry woman for that same America. As in, she ain't roll you. Now they think. If you marry Niger woman wicked, Niger woman wicked. No Niger woman go want make in 15 months. I swear to God, I don't feel live for abroad, let alone say I go marry for abroad. And this thing don't make me realize, say, all that while where are they, because I don't divorce before. And I will never take what belongs to a woman. Only a useless man will take what belongs to a woman. When my ex was leaving, the brand new car that I bought for her, I left it for her. And I bought it brand new. And everybody that lived in my office was witness. In fact, I borrowed money, buy him that motor. Brand new Honda. From Honda place. Brand new. I left it for her. But she's not going to get, she was never going to get 1 naira allowance. They tell me to make I give her for court. She be any day when I see me and I go carry me, squeeze me, the money go come out. But I don't wear too much like that too. As I don't marry you, I'm conserving. As I don't divorce you or we don't divorce ourselves, I'm conserving my resources for the next person. I cannot divorce you and go and carry somebody and that person be suffering. Because you are not giving me any money. It's not like me, I leave my ex. Let's say me at the end 100,000. Let's say my ex, they earn 50,000. So inside my 100,000, the fees, court fee order say, make I give them 30,000 every month. So I go carry 30,000, give them. My own go remain 70,000. Her own go turn 80,000. Count them. So you, out of the divorce, you are going to be richer. While me, out of the divorce, I'm going to be poorer. It's not like I was a billionaire when I was with you. Now I'm going to be even less. And a new man is going to suffer with me. You don't wish me well. You don't wish me well. Me. House rent. They say, where the children go stay? I say, I get house. I want the children to stay with her because I don't believe children should be deprived of their mom. I only ask for visitation. Let me see my children once a week or once in 2 weeks for the weekend. I know as fast like that. I'm not greedy. But that I will pay your rent. The children will come and live with me. So if you know you want them, go and hustle so you can pay your bills. Or be very, very, very nice to me. Now, so me, I dey think. I know I will. So Simon Goadia, you don't come back Nigeria. Did this hustle with us. You will come from Nigeria, they send $40,000 every month. Brother, on top break. Do you know that if you carry 10,000 naira, $10,000, the quick way you go the bench for this Nigeria, it go be like say they trim man with gold. For what? For kidney? Kilo wa lara Porsha? What kilo? I said, ha! Waiting did that Porsha. Waiting, as in, look at them from head to toe. Please, what is there? 40,000 a month. Are there no Nigerian girls are wicked? Nigerian girls are wicked. Why you marry them? Why you no date them? You will get the same fame from dating her. If fame was your problem and you were hustling for fame, date her. Porsha fine. She not fine. Nothing fine for her body. Girls wey natural, wey full Lagos fine pass am. Waiting fine for Porsha. Please explain it to me. It's not like you people think all these social media people that plaster themselves up like a uncompleted building. Tamba your go foundation oju won yen. O man da be uncompleted building ni mud house. Baba bench waiting you want bench. Which one be marry? They know they marry bush part oh. Nobody get bush part. You go buy your land, everybody go buy their land. They go bush part go remain. Bush part now for everybody. How you go buy bush part? Chori leni to lo fi ra bush part nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣàánú mi Guobadia. Guobadia, how did you? I'm crying. I've never cried before in my life. Guobadia, how do you let us? Where they pay $40,000 nítorí Ọlọ́run. Obìnrin tí ó bímọ fún ẹ. She born for him. She born for him. In 10 months, you don't buy brand new Lambo. She not born for him. Mo gbe nítorí Ọlọ́run. Woman we no born for you. You they give him $40,000 a month, a brand new Rolex every month. Mo dáràn. Who you offend for your family? Oh, the first later. Use house leg to follow this thing. This not ordinary. Mama wo Simon ní ràn. Oh, could be a camp. The first carry you go camp. Camp Oriburuku IC. The first carry you go keep there. Then from there, they can't carry you, put for aeroplane, send you back home. From this home, make you come dey pay gbese. Simon. Oh, all the time when you get problems is why you not begin sell your house. They send the money go Dubai. As you come Nigeria, Pali Yankee and Wafayani. They renounce them. Now you see, because anywhere where you go they pay that Yankee tax. If you wrong, go Dubai, you go they pay them. As long as you carry, and you get luck, you not carry their citizenship. So what's now the problem? Because as they don't deport you, not be their citizens, so that you not owe them anything. You go just sell all your property where they there. Carry the money, go London. Carry some, go Dubai. Carry some, go Monaco. You come back this Nigeria. From this Nigeria, get plenty countries where they find people like you where get money. God, we don't save you, be say you not get the akpali. Sometimes American akpali na problem. This kind of time na problem. Because you not feel run, go anywhere. 40K any. But now, the team be say, I hope you're able to move things. Just move everything. Come out that their Yankee. As they don't carry you go ice. As they carry you go for airport, don't wave the country bye-bye. Nothing they Yankee where you no go see for other countries for this life. This Nigeria where you come home, to say you carry like $2, $3, $4 million come house. You go do real estate. You go do business for this Nigeria. You go make your money. If you be saying a God blessing. But how you want to make your money when you pay say on top make? Someone says she's not getting a damn thing. But he has assets there. They will just go and be carrying his assets. Oh God, you people are not having sense. Simon, I've never felt like this for a fellow man. Brotherhood is embarrassed. Brotherhood is embarrassed. Don't lose your jìbìtì obolele nítorí Ọlọ́run. Báwo lè yan ṣe ń di báyìí? Simon, how did you get here? They will liquidate your assets. I'm telling you to pay this gbese. What were you thinking? All that time where you don't get problem before eyes carry you. Begin to sell everything. Stani Banjo, house of 400,000, sell on 250. Porsha fake ni fún ẹ báyìí ó kọwọ́ bọ̀ fi ṣépè fún ẹni. What's that? Come and show me. Ice Cube. Come and show me the soap. Bring it here. Okay, are you sure that's your own?
Yeah.
All right, close the door. A Bini man. Simonu. How did you get here? Somebody say Simon wanted fame. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kéèyàn rí fame orí burúkú now. Orí burúkú fame be this one. You be content creator. What do you want to do with fame? Let's say like somebody like Daddy Freeze now. If he come Nigeria, come they do live video as Porsha ex-husband. What do you want to do? Wait, how the God. Hey. Eléyìí dùn mí ó kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. This is more than I can believe. Hey. I'm gonna say we not pay nothing. Unless you not get house for that American, unless you not get bank account. Any house where you get, they go liquidate. Any bank account where you get, they go liquidate. Unless you not get those things. If you did Nigeria, nothing, nobody go carry Nigeria money, give them for Yankee. You won't find paper, you not gonna see who will give you paper. But wait, what even happened? Someone say drink water only. Please leave water for now. I'm drinking Legend. They not feel hold Nigeria account for waiting. It's not their citizen now. Timoski, I beg, come and give us this gist. I want to know what really happened. That guy forehand, though. If the bank trade in US dollar, they can request them go provide your account. Baba, I doubt it. For on top, if to say you thief, if you thief, you can't run come Niger, they can tell you. But on top say you no marry woman again, lie. Nobody go garnish your account. From America to Nigeria, nobody fit do am. I want to hear who can even talk on this topic. All the women, where are you? Oh? But woman wicked, though. Woman will no born for you. Woman will no born for you. Why she need your money? Woman will no born for you.
Hello, Daddy Freeze. Good evening, sir.
How are you, my dearest? Go ahead.
I'm just joining. I didn't hear nada.
You didn't Simon Guobadia and Porsha.
I don't know the story, sir. I just know that someone, I think he was deported. I didn't read the story.
Okay, just wait there. Don't go. Wait. Let me bring Wale. Wale na lawyer. Wake Wale can tell us the story. Because he don't be me lower by. Baba Wale.
Well, sir.
Cheers to the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Mofe Berry, can they garnish your account from Nigeria for spousal support in the US?
Any account at all can be garnished. As long as he has account number, Swift code, routing, what do you call it, wire and all that stuff. But how can it be garnished? On what basis?
Because, for instance, now they say you should pay $40,000 a month in spousal support. How is that going to play out as a lawyer?
Well, so celebrities out here and rich people, they get hitched with this kind of things, and the others will stay. Long as, because it's going to be purely established on, day-to-day activity, their kind of lifestyle when they were together and all those things. And then she could have even established that as a result of her being married to him, she had to, she doesn't make as much. She was in she's a series. I mean, she's still there anyways, Wives of Atlanta. And all those things may have been source of income for her now because she's married to Simon Guobadia. She couldn't do it for that. She's not making as much. I mean, the court will listen and they will verify the inflow of money into accounts. And vis-a-vis, you do not. That, for me, under the law, you can get a good lawyer to, have them, dismiss that particular, remedy she wants. Because we are not together anymore in the first instance. And as a result of, the immigration, issue he went through, he has lost a quite number of, fortune. And so to speak, he cannot continue to, furnish that consideration. And I mean, the court will listen. And now he's overseas. He doesn't have no business with America for, the next 10 years, except he has American kids who perhaps after attaining adulthood can bring him back.
So what do you think is going to happen to him at this stage?
I mean, for the spousal support, he can have it thrown out, like I said.
What if he just decides to ignore it?
He can. I mean, it's nothing criminal about it. It's just like you providing a certain amount of money. If he has money in America, whatever account, they're gonna, put a garnishee order on it. But if he doesn't have nothing in America, I mean, it's good. It's okay. Already now, he cannot even come to America till the next 10 years, even no matter what the situation is. Even if his child turns 18 tomorrow, because of, the rules on deportation, he would have to wait before that child can bring him back. After which...
But why was he deported? Now, this Donald Trump ICE matter.
Yeah, but Simon Guobadia has a peculiar matter. That man at OG, he's been coming out here since, the 80s. And, Baba, okay, I don't want to cast anybody, but the way he be, back in the day here, if someone visit, let's say, for instance, I'm just coming in here for the first time, I have a fresh visa of 2 years. People that have been living here that couldn't, either get their status changed, they would have my passport, altered, have the person's photograph be on it, and they use it back and forth. So, in that instance, Simon Guobadia got here under a different name, not Simon Guobadia. He had he had something going on with, Odu, Fraud. And he was apprehended.
Hot mom, just press X. You won't be able to come back. I wanted to tell you, if you come live, you can't switch off your camera. You won't be able to come back. So just press X. Yes, you can't come back again. It will not allow you. Now, one of the Instagram problems with that.
He was deported. Then he got back in again.
He was deported before.
Yeah, he was deported before. And he
when?
came back under a new name. This was in the 80s.
How you take notice?
I'm about to check DOJ now. You go see his story there now. Department of Justice.
Yeah. So no be today in on the F up.
No. So you know why they didn't give him citizenship? Is because they said that. So they're 15 about fingerprint. Biometrics started after September 11. You know all that.
Yeah.
So now people would go on the ball mandatorily before September 11. Whoever is going through any kind of arrest, gone to, jail, or been sentenced or convicted, would have been their DNA, their fingerprint would have been taken. Now, they now made it mandatory to be all over, all through the borders. Now, after coming back, everybody has one single DNA, but now he has two informations on it. So at the time, when he got his green card, they couldn't, how do you call this thing, link everything together. So when he did his N400 application to naturalize, then they found out that, wait a minute, this is the man from back in the day now. And now they say they won't. I mean, there are people that are in trouble that they will just keep renewing 10 years. But the thing we make this tough for them, now say, obviously, anybody that had any previous situation in terms of, Odu related, now they have their name flagged. If you are not a citizen yet, and your name, and you have had a previous, before this time, this man, he became the president as of January. Now they will come to your home and pick you up. It happened to a close friend. It was just ordinary DUI in the state of Virginia.
What the work be ya?
Baba, go check Bentley Gogo, train station, Laro, 6 a.m. What they said by the government, so could see the citizen, but only way.
Yeah, hello.
So that's the problem with him.
All right, right away.
And I mean, I'm not judging him. Porsha William will say for need the life. Big man here to know everything is cool.
Kí ló fẹ́ fòṣìṣe? Àwọn ọmọ ranu.
As of December, I'll just leave it at that. I wasn't being one of the don't video call, thank you. Hey, what's up? How you doing? But no, everything is still about back. So anything back, anybody, I'm sorry, Samaria. I wasn't even asking after you. You back.
I called her yesterday. When I no see him, I got to go call him. Look for him.
Okay.
Samaria and my egusi soup. If I don't see him, I no go dey okay. As I no see him like 2 weeks, I begin find and say, Sama baby, are you okay? Are you cheating on me on another live?
Marcos, let me tell you something. American laws vary across the 50 states. In the state of Virginia, there is something we call, it might be a misdemeanor. No, it's not even a misdemeanor. Don't say it's a misdemeanor. Actually, but in the state of Virginia, it is felony degrees. You understand? Now, because of that, wherever that crime emanated from, the last known address is where they are going to. If you like, do it for Guam. You know Guam is part of America. Or make you go do it for Delaware. By the time you are in California or the state of Washington, they will come up. Okay, well, I don't have to argue with you, but I'm just giving you what I know. It's up to you to either learn it or just stay with your ignorance. So, Baba, that's what actually, messed him up. He should have just let those ones be and live his life. And, these people can be a little, bitter. Him, after the whole breakup, he was going all over the world feeling funky, like he's not shaking, and they don't like that. They don't like that. So, I mean, someone could have pepped them up, and, of course, everybody's address and where you live is with the USPS. Once you live in a place for more than 3 months, that thing stays on your name. They know where to find you anyways. God.
Okay, make I bring Samaria. She don't send me request. She chat me with one number. Say which number be this one? Come be na Jan number. Say Samaria ke.
Hello, deep brains.
How are you doing? Sama baby, they chat me with Niger number. Can't they panic? Say who be this? I go through the chat. I don't know say na your spare line.
I still make I collect your money from there.
Hey, see as you fresh like today bread.
Really? Oh, is it good?
See as your skin smooth like Ekiti yam. I say see as your skin smooth like Ekiti yam.
See as I waiting.
Your skin, see as it's smooth like Ekiti yam.
Do you know that I can't even? You see these some people? It's okay. It's real. How's everyone doing? That is free.
We are doing very well. The matter with the ground now, Guobadia, your brother.
Yeah, brother.
Babalodo Bono.
Those states.
I don't mind that it freeze. What you concern me? What you concern bed? Concern you to speak. I don't get it now.
Hey.
I'm not from there.
Okay, summer baby.
You look so angry for Simon. Simon got what he deserved.
How?
Exactly.
No, he got what he deserved to be deported for a crime. He did not need to pay $40,000 for a smello.
Yeah, no, that's not fair. Daddy freeze. He played a quick one on him, and I'm not in.
That girl na smello. Leave am. Porsha na smello.
Do you not even think that their marriage is not that 7 years? It wasn't even that long or something.
About the call us Melo na Poli Olushoni.
Baba Nla Oloshoni.
Freeze. Simon know all about.
If he like, make him marry 50 times. It will the marriage or no?
You understand the way how they meet? He should know that she probably know what he have and stuff like that.
He could have dated her. Which one is married?
Yeah, man. Better.
Exactly.
Just some good time.
Yeah, but I just said that's a lot of money every month.
Nah, that's not gonna stand. I'm sure it's smarter than that. He's not gonna stand.
No, the thing is, you know the funny thing. Let me tell you what may likely happen, right? Because you know how these people work. If, let's say, for example, he was unable to like put his things together before now, and now he's been asked to make this payment, and let's say he's there or he has an investment here that brings money in his account. Of course, they'll be taking it from there. They'll be taking whatsoever it is, that money. Then in the event where that money, let's say as time goes on and that money stops coming in, she will go back and tell him that he's not paying, and then they will enforce payment on him. And upon enforcing payment, because he's not here to make the payments, they will look at whatever it is he has available and they will get hold of it and they will seize it. Yeah.
But there's a thing I want to ask. What's the current state of things? Like, is there a judgment already, or they are just?
From what I read, they did yesterday for 10 hours, and from what I read, allegedly, he left very upset. It was visual, and he was asked to. I think the lady was asked to keep the home for a couple of months. After which she will now. The 7 million home or mansion or whatever. And then he'll be the one paying the mortgage for the next couple 15 months or something of that nature. Then after which, either they're going to sell it and then she's going to like reimburse the equity or something of that nature. I can't remember, but I read something like that. And then she's asked to keep Rolls Royce. And I'm wondering, like, this marriage wasn't even like 3 years or 7 years. You would say, okay, it was a long marriage. Like, it was just 15 months, but
that's
that Porsha. You can imagine the fact that they just sent him home and there came the court date, man.
No, they have their divorce matter. They have their divorce matter already.
Yes, the process is been going. That's what I'm saying.
You can open up a case. And in case the situation or circumstance changes, you can have that matter, or you can, ask that. You can file an application to say that I want to remove or add into my matter. Sure, you understand? So that's nothing. But you don't say, let me tell you what I realized about this country. I realized they don't teach them on working hard and working overtime to make wealth. They teach them how to take advantage of vulnerability and also how to take advantage of loopholes that not necessarily mean you are smart, but that, for instance, I have trucker guys that move car for me. This guy has been working for me for 3 years. Almost same location, same, like in our A to B, B to A. And it got to a point, this guy found out that, well, as time goes by, the money kept increasing because we have something that measures the distance and the mileage for us. Then this guy said, oh yeah, when I get to the auction now, I have to tip them $40 each car for them to load it up for me. So in essence, it's putting $40 extra on each car for me. I said, hey man, do you know I used to drive a truck? And nobody gonna charge you no $40. That's the job of the auction, to make sure the car sits on your own car. That's number one. Two, see when people go all these courthouses, for instance, you get matter where they go on, and you are talking about, especially when it's related to what do you call it, civil dispute, a civil matter. They're gonna ensure that, let's say you have to pay something today, otherwise by tomorrow you're gonna be paying more. That money is not necessarily coming into their pocket, but they're gonna find a way to ensure that you pay more. I don't know if they have a back end arrangement that says that when these people pay more, you get to get a commission, but that thing happens, like taking advantage of.
You don't enter.
This is what goes on in this country.
If he had married a Nigerian, at least he would have been waiting for her in Nigeria by now. Because no how you go come back home one
940923.
But Porsha do come
940923.
She came to Nigeria. But then she doesn't make her a Nigerian. If she were a Nigerian, it would have been a different case. Yeah. You know. But at least they would settle me as there. Then when you come back home, we settle ours back where we came from. But then where are you gonna find her? I'm just saying that this thing is, he knew Porsha married how many times now before he married her? He was like that too. He should have known everything about her.
It doesn't, you see, it doesn't matter. Porsha, nah, whoa. How. Normally, I jalo mo yen now. Omoni doti ni. I cannot say it because now omoni doti smell low.
May want to have fun, but you should know that. Why want to get yourself? Somebody or almost everybody around your circle can say, oh, that girl. Now, the men made a big, I don't know if them don't, I mean, African Americans don't use juju, but the truth is, I don't know what swayed him. I don't know how he got hypnotized.
They do juju too. But the thing is, I mean, but you know, somebody was asking that question. Why is it that most men, when they arrive or when they get to a certain phase of their life, you just see them, you know, being and marrying all this foreign women stuff? We all know the reason. Aside the fact that people cut up in environments or people they see more often and where they you know that kind of a thing, where they operate more. But you and I still know the difference. You still know what's up. I mean, it is what it is. However you make your bed, that's how you lay on it. That's it. Yeah. If you say this is what you prefer, when the time for it comes, you receive it hard that way. The beautiful thing, and let me tell you, as much as people talk about African Nigerian women, right? We may have lots of burdens, family-related pressure, great-grandma, great-grandfather, but it all depends on how you want it to be. If you want your in-laws and your whatsoever to be a burden in your marriage, that's okay. It's going to bother you. But if you want to set boundaries and minimize things you do, it's also going to work like that for you. But we don't go as far as these people do when it comes to them. See, we may be mean, we may be dependent on all the rest of them. Call us whatever you want to call us. But you see these ones, when they come with their lawsuit, it comes in millions. Yeah. When they want to deal with you, they will deal with you that you will be like, what is the... Is it not the same person that once kissed my lips? We don't go as hard as they do when they do theirs. Nope. That's the truth.
I once told somebody that they can talk about witchcraft and all that in Nigeria, and which, we cannot really prove it. But I say when Oyibo or people out here use their pen with you, you may be done. Like, that may be the end of it. Lawsuit and all these, petitions.
They will just act like it's okay, let's keep doing the 50-50. It's okay, you do the 50, I do the 50. Everybody will be happy, you're providing, I'm providing. Just wait till the slightest opportunity comes. All those 50-52 of you been doing the whole time, you pay it in 100 folds.
And also, one of the biggest error was that his prenup was not right. It was shitty. He had I don't know what happened to that man. I mean, maybe they took advantage of it.
And let me tell you, because there's something to do, since somebody that wrote in a prenup that should we break up in an event that is your fault, that you have to pay me so and so amount of money. Women do that nowadays. They take advantage of men's weakness. I've seen somebody write somewhere about in a prenup that, look, if we're going to be getting a prenup, let's say it's your fault that the marriage is ending or we find a divorce, and let's say on the basis of cheating us for some reasons, you will be forced to pay me a certain amount of money every month. And the man will agree and sign it. You know your weakness as a man. You know you're likely to cheat. And you still go and sign a thing like that. Then what do you expect? The woman wouldn't forgive you. The woman wouldn't, when they are ready to let go of you, they wouldn't even mind setting you up, have the evidence, use it against you. Because that's what you agreed on. And you pay them that money.
Yeah.
Because that's what you agreed on.
That is
at that time, you have been saying, no, that's not going to happen. I'm never going to cheat on you. You're the love of my life. The apple, the only more of my odara. That's okay. And then you go ahead and sign, seeing it written there boldly, that should you be caught cheating and it ends or results to be separating, this is the amount you pay. And you say yes. Because at that time, you're thinking the person is the only roach in your cupboard.
But no, man.
Then when the time comes, you start wondering, like, oh, why am I asked to make this amount of money, pay this amount of money? But that's what you signed for.
Yep. You know, Americans.
He said it was a soulmate. Okay, she was his soulmate, and not anymore.
Soulmate.
Okay.
The thing you would even notice from his posts when they got separated, the thing hit him so bad. The divorce. Because he was the one who had a point to prove, buying the new electric Rolls Royce, flying to Dubai, doing all of it. So this time, Goadia begin to, sign deals with Arab people. And in my head, I was like, you don't need this, bros. Why are you acting like a 20-year-old that got heartbroken? I mean,
they both used themselves. He used her, she used him. But then she ended up doing him more dirty.
What did he use that for? What did he use that for?
She did him more dirty than he did her.
No.
Sorry?
He got signed.
Publicity.
He didn't use that one penny.
What do you mean? Okay, I may not have known him if you weren't for her.
Oh, really?
Samantha, did you watch the show?
Guobadia is popular and influencer.
Sorry?
People know him in Atlanta a lot.
Watch the show. He met her through Porsha friend when they went to his pool house. So the way how she get him, I mean, it was really bad. But if you know, like, somebody do those kind of things to their friend, what's not gonna make them do it to you?
I mean, he may have been popular, but I don't think I mean.
He wasn't like an unknown person like that. He was in the air in Atlanta.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, because see, everyone is talking about. I mean, some people are saying that they are both popular. She gave him fame and things like that. So he may have had his money, but it seems like the moment they came together.
But he was not that famous.
The thing is, sometimes people may be. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Not like
put it there in the parlor. You know the drill.
I meant in terms of being famous, popular, right? Because a lot of times somebody may still be famous in their own little space until they meet with another person who is also famous. Then the two of them will sit together and then they will draw their attention.
Now, you understand that one now. And it kind of became like, racial marriage, Nigerian men with an African American woman. So and all that, but
that's what I'm trying to say. He wasn't that popular before now.
But now he's popular.
Yeah.
Or should I say notorious?
If you wanted to be popular, let him just be Daddy Free's friend for like 2 years straight. The world will know him one time. Now he went to buy Olo for Rayon.
He go use money buy problem.
40K.
Yes, nah.
Brother,
Daddy Freeze.
Brother, are you married?
Good money.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
The girl na smell low. I swear. If that girl beg me with money, I don't feel near am.
You still prefer overseas women. So women.
Which overseas? I've been living overseas now for how many decades?
Overseas women are good. You see, this one no be ordinary overseas woman. This one are desperado. Many.
Daddy Breeze, you web you but not in Nigeria you marry.
Now because I did Nigeria, if to say I did abroad, you see two things. This thing they always make me realize I know if you live abroad. Now all these kind of things where they look. Now all these kind of things are they look. Baba, Nigeria get your own problem. Say I go walk, can't give everything to a woman. This now waiting they make man go the woman house one day, open shakabula. I'm telling you. Now waiting me I go do. I go just go your house one morning. I know go follow you talk. Now when they talk, now they call police. We all say gagao. Everybody don't go. That conversation, let's talk. Now, where the problem they start, no need to talk. As you see me like this, chop.
That's a lot of money.
Forget the money, the frustration. So what have I worked for?
But I mean, he's in Nigeria. He can up not. I'm sure if there's a judgment, he can appeal it, and that can be thrown out.
Yeah, he's appealing. Yeah, he's appealing. He's gonna be appealing.
See, Simon Guobadia no be normally. I don't know how Porsha got him. Simon Guobadia is smarter than. I mean, I believe he's smarter than what we are talking about here.
He fell in love. He fell in
That
love.
man would have moved his stuff, everything he owned here. While he was inside, I'm telling you.
But with that we do not know. You never can tell. We don't know if
That
he did
man,
or not.
Samaria, that man. See, you heard what he did in the first instance, right? Now, con man.
I know, of course, yes. He's smart.
That man no go.
We are smart people.
While he was in detention, for a long time. And again, let me tell you something.
He has friends. Do you think he doesn't have friends? He has friends.
No, he has people working for him.
Of course, yes.
Kind of fast. People they moved since December.
But I think regardless, no matter what, that house a $7 million house. That's something.
It's beautiful.
That is something.
Samaria, I can tell you something. Even before I came abroad, I sold a property for someone very famous Nigerian. Where they do something. He got deported. If I didn't get deported, he ran away, and he empowered me with the power of attorney through a lawyer in Canada, very famous lawyer, Ben Oketola. We sold that property and nothing happened. The wife was trying to get it that year too because he knew he couldn't come back. So my point is there are technicalities to doing this. Don't be looking at the property as going 7 million. What's gonna happen? Except the title of the deed of mortgage is in their names. Is in our name and his name. But if he was his name alone, 2 minutes now, power of attorney will get somebody to own that property.
This country is very sad. If you buy a house and both of you guys' name is in there, even if the man didn't put any money, or even if the woman didn't put any money, if the man say he wants the percentage of what they're gonna sell the house, they're gonna have to share the money equal.
No, it works. It works differently. See, when somebody, let's say I own a property, my wife's name is not on it, and if God forbid, we're parting ways. If within, let's say, 2 years of purchase of that property, she cannot have the proceeds of the sale, you have to prove that you contributed to that home, that particular property. You have to show it that you were servicing the mortgage, or you had something paid on it. For instance, what do you call it? The insurance, owner's insurance. You were paying it, or it was coming from a joint account which you both put money in it. But other than that, if the man was solely responsible, that's considered his property. And that law is even different in the state of PA. Pennsylvania, completely. Your own home is your own home. That you cannot be kicked out of your own home.
Well, I heard like in Maryland here.
Yes, I'm in Maryland too.
I know 2 different people that they was like, like you got your house by yourself. And definitely you just got married, and then you say, oh, I got married, let me put my husband's name on the house. But my husband didn't put any down payment. You understand? She got the house by herself before she married. And now all of a sudden, when the husband is doing her bad stuff, he wants them to sell the house. Because it was an incident that happened that he almost wanted to do something bad to her, and she called the police and stuff like that. So definitely, he said they gotta split. They gotta sell the house, and the judge said when they sell the house, they gotta split the money into 2.
Yeah, so it could prove that that man was able to show that he was he had some financial commitment into that property. So yes, that's what I just said that. But if you can show that this home, I bought it. I've been maintaining it. Paid all the bills in this home for this duration, and within no more than the duration of 2 years, though. Because if let's say I'm buying, I just bought a property yesterday, and you got married to me today, and we're divorcing tomorrow, and you want to have a share of that property, does that even appear like is to fairness, the common doctrine of fairness? It's not fair. So, but when you say, okay, well, we've been together for this duration, I bought this property X time, she moved in with me X time, and since that time, she's been vested with responsibility of paying and so on this. Now it's okay that when you're parting ways, because of course you have invested, because that there's something we call equities on the property that shows whatever it's been accumulated over years. Then they can say, okay, sell it, then split the proceeds of the sale.
It still depends on what. It still depends on what they'll be asking for. And then if there are kids involved, because most times, and then the state as well, and then the years of marriage. Because there are so many things that take into consideration.
If you're selling a matrimonial property, is different from looking at what the kids. That is completely different. If you're taking custody, if you want to have somebody leave completely and you retain it, it's another thing entirely. But this is called there's something we call matrimonial property, which is the home where the husband and wife lives. And now they're saying, look, we want to get rid of this property in the middle of even having our the solution going on. Now, how long have you lived in this address? When did you join them? Okay, this is okay, who's been taking care of? Because you have, see, at the back of a dissolution order, I mean, not the dissolution order itself, the REIT, you have this table that you will list. Somebody, you've been through divorce, right?
I've had people share their experiences also on how to be able to resolve their issues.
You list a whole ton of things, a whole bunch of details on how to do. This is what you do. This is what Lagbaja does. Does, and by the time then the judge will look at it and say, okay, because of your involvement in this, now you want to talk about custody. That's a different thing entirely. Even after you are disposing the matrimonial home. Now, if you want to talk about how you want to support them going forward, if you have joint custody, it's different. When you have joint custody, the kind of support you offer in terms of finances is different from the one you give when it's sole custody. You understand all these things? Exactly. So people sometimes here we know nowhere when we know they informed about these things. People and the state's laws are different from state to state.
Pop my money gone. No, all of you sitting down here watching, go to TikTok, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFRZ. Oh yeah, come and pop my money gone now, or I end the live in 5 minutes. I don't tire, make I go watch movie with my family. I don't tire.
Daddy Free, the John Jay says you should send the CM estate code.
I don't send them estate code since. Suya man, they don't deliver the suya. Now why I want you una they here they hold me. Una not pop my money gun, I they here I sit down with una. If una not buy money gun, I end this thing now in 5 minutes. I don't talk my matter on top this Porsha matter. All this other one where would they talk? It not pay me.
Daddy Freeze, Porsha gonna come give you some money.
You know go better for our papa. And our mama join. Pop that money gone.
No, but Porsha though, I just feel like.
To be honest, I'm not in support of that.
No, that's way too much. She got a lot of money. I don't know why she needs his money for, because she has a lot of money.
How you know?
She has business. She have money. Porsha do have money. The housewife, and she have her own hair brand. She have stuff for she have stuff.
You can imagine taking 40K from a man every month. I mean, you've already done enough to this man. Leave him alone.
You know what
I
don't know why she's
leave him alone, for goodness sake. That's too much, I bet. No, let's forget the fact that he's our brother or whatsoever.
Yeah, that's too much. She's
able to get that order to sit. She'll be getting almost half a meal around the year. And
is that going to make
her she will get it.
Is that going to make
and that's why it looks like they're trying to be very unrealistic with the whole thing. And I know where that thing is heading. I'm telling you, I know where that thing is heading.
But waiting this guy seeing this expired pick where he go carry put for house.
Baba, I said the man got himself. I can't explain. The man now OG.
By the time that money doesn't come in, they will enforce it. And when they do, they're going to seize whatsoever that is left. It could be that house.
I believe. Do you know?
If you squeeze that Porsha Bobby na powdered milk na go come out.
See, Samaria.
And it back if they put money on top of my not
You
bench.
saw this thing I sent you this morning. Even
Which
our own
one?
people are against it. You saw the other news I shared with you this morning. That American blog. You saw the comments. They even our own people, they're against it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I feel?
No one is in support of that. They're all against
this
it.
This is not anything. It's just my personal opinion. You know, I feel like the DA could approach Porsha and say, look, we want to squeeze this guy. You know, they use that technique. When somebody has done stuff in their country and they know deporting them is not enough justice, then they would use the squeezing technique. For instance, getting someone to keep as it is with that 40,000, which I know naturally will not stand. They will go after his stuff, all the properties he has here, and that all those things are the final goals of actually what's going on right now. That's what I feel.
I have a question for the lawyer. Okay, right. Do you think that Porsha did this because of you remember when everything came out for Simon, every bad details came out, and we just heard that she's filing for divorce? Did you think that she think that he lies to her or something like that?
Well, I mean, I can't tell that details because we are not close.
Yeah.
But one thing for sure is that you see, we Nigerians, we are always acting and playing smart. I once told a friend, because I really mingled with African American people a lot, that I understand how they work. See, you don't tell them when somebody asks you for $10, as little as $10. If you want to give it to them, say yes, I got it, I'll give you. If you cannot, don't say I'll see what I will do about it to them. You are calling for problems. That are like, it's coming. We will call it coming to Africa and take it lightly and move on. The way they will come back and say, yo, you guys, you said you was going to give $10. What's going on with you? They will take it as if you already owe them. So now, all these kind of things could have come to play. Maybe the man tried not to, be 100% truthful about his past and all that. And now the thing is coming to limelight. And don't forget, I think the marriage was supposed to be the one that gave him the current paper, right? Because he filed for his M400 recently, about 2019 or 2020. So now the lady will feel like, oh wow, so you did know you had a previous, and now you didn't tell me. I mean, like I was just speculating. But of course, if that was a discovery, trust me, she will do anything to get him, effed up.
Yeah.
Well, wherever he is, I hope he's doing all right.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. I hope he's mentally sound. I know he's upsetting, he's annoying, but he'll be all right. Now, please, income. Now, Nigeria, he come back. He go to I just find one for the open church. Or join politics.
Man get money, nothing they happen. Once money day.
Yeah, that's what they'll find.
Now, let me tell you something with American money and Nigerian money. You see, American money, na cloud money. Baba, Nigeria, you need to show cash. Oh.
Yes,
you where they drive Benz for America, you no sure say you go drive Toyota for Nigeria. You no sure. Because that big house where they stay for America, you they pay for them for 20 years, 10 years, 11 years. Niger, you go pay once new.
He's a big boy, he will be all right.
Big boy or big boy on paper.
Yes, that kind of money waste time on Goadia. That's a lot of small. Somebody gets 7. See, you don't say that property 7 million. Baba, we don't talk about the person.
But you know, so they never see pay mortgage finish. He's still there for mortgage.
Hey, day now, but he's owned that property for some time. And you know what kind of down payment you will have on that kind of home? At least $1 million.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But then, right now, don't forget the inflow. The inflow is not gonna be like it was anymore.
But if
whatever that was generating that money, then how sure are you to keep generating in his absence? First of all, what was even generating the money before now? Now, what's been generating the money?
I don't know.
Porsha, please.
That's it. But he has. The question is, should somebody ask us what does he do or what was he doing for a living? What can we hold on to?
He did not Porsha.
He has business though. He
He's
has
doing
a business.
What kind of business?
Construction.
What kind of
Real
business?
estate.
We all know that's what everybody's a businessman, businesswoman. But what kind of business?
Now real estate, all of us they do.
But what I'm just saying is, Simon Guobadia lives good, and over the years they've been living in affluent. So, and nothing has happened, and he doesn't do all those old games anymore. So right now he's doing something good. America understands and knows that. Otherwise, they would have been, over him for that since. Now, if he goes back to Nigeria, of course, if he's operating here, he would have people working for him. He doesn't do it by himself. Money will still be flowing. They'll be remitting. Somebody that gets maybe $1 million a month, $1 million, you go live past. Who be the biggest? You go that go to STEM. If you go pop with it, you go pop because that go to that businessman. Anyways, they know they spend it.
Yeah, I learned he's got building and things in other countries.
Yeah, he does businesses.
Yeah.
How would you think a person would slap you with $40,000 a month without having that? It's good.
Without looking at his tax return and all the rest of it.
They will look at it now. Good start.
But who would want to pay somebody 40K when you're not even? Excuse me, I ain't giving them.
Baba, as Goadia did so, trust me, you can ship. You can afford to have all these cars shipped to Nigeria. Not even ship, flown to Nigeria as a company by next week. You can afford it.
Yeah. You can imagine giving somebody, unless let's say you're giving that money because of your child.
Don't be saying that Goadia. Don't be saying that I want to pay now. The person who pay now say that man's this. The way they operate, all those early morning coffee in the garage, showing his room.
And the question is this:
is he on Instagram?
Will she bring the kids back home for her? Yeah, he's on Instagram. Will she bring his daughter back home for him to have access to her? At least see his kids.
I beg, that guy woman who you want to see in daughter or child again.
That's not fair. So why?
But she no born for him.
Support for a child. For her. Oh, that's not his kid. No.
Somebody typed an account number here. Thank you for calling my attention to it. Please, who typed my account number? Who typed account number here?
That's her child.
Who typed account number here? Somebody typed an account number here. Please, if you are the one that typed your account number, I want to dash you money. Type it again. Let me see you.
Let me see if it's my cash. Which account number? Let me look for it. Wait,
no, somebody typed the account number. No be you, Samaria.
Okay.
No be you. I want dash that particular person money.
The deportation. Why? So you don't.
And that's what I'm saying.
Article 40. They say now you just type hello. I want dash you something.
No, you can pay child support for
Article 40. Please type your account number again.
You can pay
I give you 5 minutes. If you don't type it.
But did he adopt the child?
No, not necessarily adopted, like a stepdaughter or stepson. You can pay on them, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. And the person really typed it again.
Article, you know, type.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get money, that war. You get money again, people go on.
That includes, you know what? The girl that Porsha took Simon from, you know what she said she missed what Simon was doing for her?
What?
All the nice trip, where they was going, the free trip. She loved those. That's what she missed. That's the only thing she missed about Simon.
I don't give her a rapture. In your life, if anybody ever type account for my life again, Facebook people, stop believing anybody that types anything in my comment section. I don't send their papa. Oh. It's not me. Oh, they go dupe you and I go laugh you. They say Simon a very nice guy. How he be nice guy?
He is like a very nice guy.
He's chilling though.
Hey, he get money, no me say he be nice guy.
No, personally, or what do you mean by nice guy? He get good character now. The person, if you did pop, if you see him, you know they carry shoulder up or do anything like that.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Are you serious?
I don't know what happened to Ram. Something happened to Ram.
But that's not fair, to be honest. If you did all those for somebody, why would you be that mean at the time? That's not fair. I don't know, but I really feel sorry for him. Because it's not like that. It's not like they have kids together. I would say, okay, the money is for the kids.
You guys are women. You know what they call the scorn of a woman?
No, it's not all women are mean. No, we're not mean.
Nah, but
I would never take 40K from a man.
That's a lot.
Why not?
To be honest, that's a lot. I feel like that's too much.
What do you mean?
That's not fair.
I will never take 40K from a man.
What do you? If you have somebody that's worth at least $1 billion,
not with what is going on with him currently. Do you understand? Having him deported is enough already.
Yeah,
that's where I'm coming from.
Not do that. I would never take that kind of money from a man. If I came in a marriage,
but let me say
having that man face deportation is enough.
African women out here getting child support not because the man is not responsible, just to embarrass him. What do you say about that?
Okay, for me,
I mean, not that they've got kids together to even start.
Let me tell you this: the reason why I put my children's father in child support. You know why?
Okay.
Because I wanted him to be responsible.
Wasn't he?
No, he was not responsible. That's why.
Can you please say that again?
I put my kid's father in child support because I wanted him to be responsible. He wasn't responsible.
I don't know. How does that add up? Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok.
I want to say
it's possible. I think I have an idea of what she's talking about.
If I tell you here, I don't want to, I mean, because my face is showing anyway, but it's like I was the one that was doing everything.
Okay.
And he probably was spending his own money on other things, huh?
I was the one that was doing everything for my kids when we was together. When I be in a relationship, I put my all into a man. You understand?
Let me, my sister, whatever you've done is okay by you. I believe that's your best judgment of the situation. But this is a little one-sided. Only if we hear from the man, we'll be able to tell. That's one. And I'm not debunking you. Two, if, let's say, for instance, God forbid you're only, that man passes, what are you going to take to child support? Wouldn't you take care of your children?
Well, anyway, I take care of my children because he doesn't even pay for the child support.
Absolutely.
People mumu. I want to make you hear this. The Bible says being a gege. Hold on. The Bible says being a gege is fine as long as you are high. He now quoted Leviticus 20 verse 13. A man who lays with another man should be stoned. You don't understand what it means to be stoned. Babies don't do. Go to yoga. Now one person say that's not what the verse means, dummy. Now one person say that's not what the verse means, dummy. Another person reply, did you write it?
Well, my sister, I don't see me. I've always told people.
Wait, make you hear this other one. Believing in the Bible makes you a Christian. But reading and understanding the Bible from the first page to the last page makes you an atheist. Sophia, strongly disagree. Now another person respond to him. I do not permit a woman to teach us or have authority over a man. She must be silent. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 12. Please be silent, Sophia.
We've been addressing all this the whole time. Is this coming from your Facebook?
Which guy weed and smoke?
I swear. Nah, Twitter.
Oh, those people are different people.
No, it's a different bug.
Different game over there.
No. They are not human beings. They are not normal.
Somebody was asking what's your name, ma'am? The lady from Maryland asked me.
No, I can't say your name.
You can't say your name.
No.
Why?
I mean, he just asked randomly, and I echoed it up. But
why did they need my name for?
I don't know.
Everybody that is here, we know our name now. Waiting me, they hide inside name.
You know my name. You know my name.
It said Instagram name is okay. Just your
Miriam.
Yeah, you know my name.
But why you they hide name? Waiting the inside name, where person go they hide name?
My name. I'm not. No, I just want to say why Why the person so particular?
Guess what? He said it's Dr. John J that was asking, and I know Dr. John J.
Dr. Lonje is a good guy, but he sabi look for trouble.
I know who he is. He said he wants to follow you anyways.
Okay.
No, I wonder why Doctor won't follow Miriam.
Miriam, if you carry belle for inside this one, I no deal with you.
No. No. Daddy freeze all the stuff that
They would like to start your kids.
I just want to get married first before I get any other kids. I don't want to.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids.
And you want make person marry you again because still born?
Yeah, why not?
Miriam.
How old are you, Miriam?
Huh?
How?
39.
39. How old is Porsha?
Porsha is probably be in her, I think in her 40s or something. I don't know. I think she's in her 40s.
Nothing where I fit talk again.
You wanna be married? I mean, boy. I mean, you know, I don't expect.
I want to be married and have just one child for the person.
They still hope for us.
If the person don't have a child,
Why
I
do you
just
want to
have a child for the person, because you don't want to be in a marriage if somebody if that person that I'm married to don't have a child. I just have to have one more child for us to have that bond in our relationship. You know, I cannot just let him taking care of my kids and he doesn't have any child. How long
Wait. Miriam,
yeah, I see what you mean.
You have 4.
Yeah.
Let's say the person is coming with 0. By the time you have 1 more, you'll be having 5 children, including the 2 of you, 7 household. I mean, in America, that's a lot.
Miriam, I no go lie, give you no try. I go born 4 children. It's plenty now.
If I want to,
for Nigeria is okay, but not for America.
Miriam, you know why I'm at home at this time? I have to leave my work, come get my children, situate them. Their mother will be here in another 10 minutes. Then I'll go back. I'm taking at least 2 to 3 hours off daily because my nanny left. And you know how much that costs on its own. Now you're gonna have a room where those ones that you have to deal with. Miriam,
you know how old is my kids? My kids already grown up.
And that's what I'm saying. That why do you want to go through all that gamut of small nanny?
But why choice? But why should I, if I get married to somebody that don't have any child?
No, I would rather say you look for someone that already has kids and stop having
kids. Who's got kids already?
Yeah, but I'm not really. I'm not gonna look. You know, I don't want to look. I'm not want to seem like I'm desperate for a man or something like that. To be looking for men that don't have kids.
Women are not trying to get the right things. Wait. I understand. Nobody's saying that. But what I'm saying is, you see, do you do reality check for yourself? Like, okay, for instance,
reality check or online
in the markets, where am I? Or what kind of person can I attract? Or who do I think is even going to come my way? So all these kind of things would, kind of be a guide towards making that right decision in terms of, being with the next person. Because to be honest with you, if I was a, single guy with no kid, I don't think I want to marry a woman with 4. Nothing is wrong with it.
You fall in love.
With love. Person go to see where you go. How much money will be in my pocket?
I can't see your name again. Sorry, what's your name again? Wale McCamps. Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is, you have been through all this. I know you probably have grown kids. Now you want to start all over again. I mean, at 39, you are going to be high. What do they call it? Medical people. Samaria.
High risk.
Now,
I already know that, but they're not God. They're not God.
Please, let's leave God out of this. Let's stop sounding like Pentecostal people.
You believe in God.
Baba, forget this. I believe in God. I believe in God. Which of the gods? Question 1. Because God will not allow you to already be high risk and go and put yourself inside trouble and you are calling God.
She has 4. She did decide to go for another one. Honey, that's okay. Do what makes you happy. As long as you're safe.
Absolutely. That's what I'm going to say.
You're safe to have that done. You already
Why
have
you
that
people?
for
You see,
your
this is the
own.
problem why I don't like Americans. Una know they like to tell person truth.
But she has her choice. She has the right to decide what she wants.
They go. Samaria, I don't be like saying I mean won't come be the bad person.
Baba, Nami and you they here. Samaria, you cannot tell her, you cannot indulge her now. You get 4 children, you still want born more.
I'm only trying to say that if she feels that she's medically wise, she's safe to do a thing like that,
Samaria,
and that's what makes her.
Is she a nurse?
She's still young, regardless.
Samaria,
She's a high risk. We know that.
Samaria,
Sir?
you know, say you be one of them is Daddy Freeze community people. With me, maybe newcomer, I notice, I say, where's Samaria day? And you must do what Daddy Freeze does. What does he do? He's always keeping people straight. Keeping people straight includes telling them the truth. Say things they would remember. They may not like it, hearing it, but when they remember your voice, they will say, you did well. My sister.
Yes, sir.
I really.
But there are people that don't advise in this world, sir. The people that don't advise, people that are in love, people with money, and the woman who have, she already made up her mind what she would like to do with herself.
It doesn't matter. Let it be on the record. Say you tell them the truth.
If she feels she's bold, she needs someone at this, at the later time of her life, and she's not at risk. Medical wise, she's good to go with it.
Is she 40 yet? No, she's 39. You see, for me, it's less of a high risk and more of a, you are in America. Why do you want to load yourself with the problem of raising? You see, to say na Nigeria you dey with all these children, I don't go tell you no, because you go born another pikin now, all the older ones go they take care of them. No be so for Yankee.
Grandparents have day everywhere.
You understand? House girl day. See, my wife had baby freeze when she was 39, but older siblings full house. You understand? See, all the other children are all older, and they all used to go to the same school, so they wake up together, follow themselves together. Baby freeze alone. You don't understand. There was a time I had to go and buy a bed, foldable bed, to keep inside my bedroom, so that we will not leave him alone. You know, say 8-year-old, you go lock him alone for inside a room. He can't wake up for night, begin to wander up and down for house, can't go open door. You understand what I tell you? So he had to come and be sleeping in my closet. I set up a bed for him there. It was uncomfortable for us and it was uncomfortable for him, but that's the only thing I could do to Baba. And that was for like 3 months, because in siblings they school. Raising a child in Nigeria where you have help is stress. Can't be abroad where you not get help. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I did it.
How old is your youngest?
I did it.
How old is your youngest? How old is your youngest?
My youngest is 18. She just graduated from high school.
That's your youngest.
The other one is 17. She's about to graduate next year. And
should she decide to find
11?
You have a 12 and an 11. Baba, now walk, you won't give yourself. To say all of them now 20 and above, you won't come get one small pikin is different. You get 12, you get 11.
It's how, let me tell you this, it's how you raise your kids. I raised my kids to be responsible, and I raised them.
Are all the 4 children from the same father?
No.
I get it now. Okay.
This is why I do not advise. Daddy Freeze, listen to what works for them.
You don't know my story, Daddy Freeze. You don't know my story.
I get it now. It's true, guys. It's true.
If you want to know my story, you can call me and I can tell you.
No problem. No need for stories. Let's talk about aviation. Let's move away from this story and let's talk about aviation.
Hey, what be I can't be like say I know they like advice person. I be woman.
Talk anything against me.
Let us talk about aviation. Let's leave this story. Miriam is our sister. Let us talk. I want to talk. Miriam, don't worry. Let me change the subject. Miriam, don't bring the story back to yourself now. You know, this thing no go favor you. Let's just go and talk about Air India. Finish. I've changed the topic. Let us talk about Air India as we end. I did watch video of beautiful air hostesses wake by. That handsome fine boy pilot we take selfie from cockpit, the co-pilot wake by. A family of 5, doctor, returning to the UK. I be jackpine to the UK with his wife and 3 beautiful children. All of them die. Then one person survived. They say, glory be to God.
You get other ones way by. Those umbrellas way by too.
Everybody way by. But one person survived. They say, glory to God. I want us to start telling ourselves the truth. Nothing concerns God inside this our life. Because, you see, let me tell you, this is how our parents raised us. Nothing concerns God inside this thing. This is how our parents raised us.
For my life. I said for my life.
For anybody life, anything where you like, make you talk. You see, let me explain something to you. If you bring God inside this, it looks like God is wicked. There's no other explanation.
Did you not say in one of your preachings?
Yes.
That God find how many people more than even Satan?
And did I say I agreed with it?
That I don't know.
Now, all those people where God buy, wait, all those people where God buy, hello, all those people where God buy in our Old Testament, or God no buy anybody for New Testament.
Okay.
Because under the new, at least Christian covenant, we have God's mercy by default. So anything will happen to you, it not concern God. Because God not buy you. And the problem now is if God not buy you, God to not save you. Because I want us to have this conversation. This guy will survive. He doesn't believe in your God. Because for you to be a Christian, the Bible says you cannot have any other God. Even Islam to talk him. First pillar of Islam is there's only one God. And no other God except him. And Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is his messenger. That's the first pillar of Islam. Christianity believes there's no other God. So this guy where they worship 12 different gods come survive. People can't go there, they type praise God. My question is, which of the gods? Now the question where I want to ask will be this.
Now they combine 12 gods now.
Shana, our God, where leave the Christians and the Muslims where did that flight? Shana will go thank. Because whether you like it or not, India get Muslim. They might not have that many Christians.
When your time comes, your time comes. It doesn't matter where you are.
I just feel like
now, when we keep saying this thing, it puts human beings, it makes human beings look like puppets. It is either God or it is your time. How come the Japanese have a higher life expectancy rate than the Nigerians? Japanese life expectancy rate is 85 years. Nigerian life expectancy rate is 56 years. So, should the Nigerian wait there at 56? Is it really his time? And the Japanese, when no worship our God, will die at 85. Is it really his time?
Exactly.
Well, Daddy Freeze, maybe the Japanese, they eat a lot of fruits, vegetables.
So once you are eating fruit, we are pointing out to fruits and vegetables, then it's no longer time.
I was having this conversation yesterday. I saw this kid, 18 years old, that just died, and they were burying her yesterday. If you see this child, if you see how beautiful she looked inside her casket, at first I thought they were acting a movie.
Wow.
I can't ask this my sister. She said, "Now so the girl take by." Say the mama buy like that. Say the girl now off and the papa don't buy. So the mama buy just like that. The girl just buy. Then they give blood. They give blood. They give. I come to say this thing no be SS. They say now Obanje. This Obanje thing we would always have the conversation.
Hold on.
See some things where they do.
Hold on. Do you know we don't have Abiku again?
No more, yeah. There wasn't anything.
There was never Abiku in the first place.
There was no Abiku.
It was sickle cell na Abiku, malaria na Abiku.
People are still believing that in Abiku or whatever you're calling it.
Children, then they said it was Abiku.
See, normally those days, if you born 7 children, now 2 go survive. Now, in as much as it was a bad thing, the world was not pumped with weak people. You will fit survive polio, you will fit survive malaria. You become disease resistant. It's called survival of the fittest. If you read Origin of Species, Charles Darwin, it's called natural selection. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So those days, before medicines were invented, you born 7, 2 go survive. Those 2, it gets something where they their body. Is it that they are resistant to the illnesses? Now, what now happens is they carry that genetic material that made them resistant and they pass it on to the next generation. So the next generation is a filtration of the strength or the strong genes of the previous generation. Now, everybody go survive.
So those racist factors where they affect people.
So right now, the people that are passed from one generation, we get weaker by the day. Because something we're supposed to don't buy person for 10 years old, they don't cure them. So what am I saying? If we say natural selection, it means human hand no day inside. Can we call natural selection a divine selection? To an extent? But the moment there is a vaccine, the moment there is a treatment, the moment there is a curative therapy, it is no longer in God's hand anymore. It don't enter our hand. Even though we can still say at the end of the day that a bit of God hand day, but the level to which we have taken it, it is more of man hand than God hand.
That's why I say ignorance, but people suffer from lack of knowledge.
If a 787 has never crashed before, never in the history of aviation, there has never been a Dreamliner crash before. Boeing has had some issues with their 737 MAX and 737 MAX 10. They've had delays, they've had issues, but not on the 787. So in as much as people are still trying to swing it a Boeing way, Baba, me, I'm swinging it an Air India way. What can make an engine lose thrust? Are they arguing with one captain today? Me, I talked him yesterday for my life. Wale, you were there if you watched it with Jigga. Yeah. I said they had no thrust. Somebody now called us. I go, Omas B&B, what's my name? My sister send me a video where one captain, they analyze, say they called for flaps, and then the person dropped gear. When they descend, Baba, gear now waiting go use right hand do. Flaps now waiting go use left hand do for Boeing. I'm a Boeing 737 simulator pilot. Flaps, they your left hand. Gear, they your right hand. So how something you're supposed to do with your right hand, you can't go do the one with your left hand. Now, another thing with flaps, if they call for, because everything you cockpit. For instance, let me give you the sequence of takeoff. Captain announces, cabin crew prepare for departure. They set their toga. The plane starts to accelerate. They get to their V1, they announce V1. They get to their VR, they announce rotate. The pilot flying, whether it's the captain or the first officer, lifts the nose of the plane. And the plane starts to climb. Once the plane starts to climb, the altimeter goes up and you start seeing that you are going from the ground. The call out is gear positive climb. Once the captain calls out positive climb, or whoever is monitoring, there's one person monitoring, one person flying. Whoever is monitoring calls out positive rate, the other person calls out gear up. So how do you leave gear up and go and adjust flap? Even if you adjusted flap, you have enough time to adjust it back. Because it takes about 6-7 seconds for the flap to go from position 5 to position 1. Do you understand? So that captain, when they talk, say they're good, they fit. Even if they fiddle with flaps, it not reach that level of the problem where they go get. So as far as I'm concerned,
at least they get enough time to recover.
They get enough time to recover from that flaps.
That was why I typed on the comment section, so that pilot's no try.
No, it's not pilot. It's not pilot error.
Could it be a case of
where was he from then?
You see, the pilots have 9,000 hours. Me and Jiga talked about yesterday. 9,000 hours means you are familiar with that aeroplane. You will not make a mistake as stupid as that, and if you make it, you correct it. If your plane has thrust, even if you make a mistake, because when you change the flap setting, you increase the angle of attack, and yes, it can create a stall. But that plane, it not just be like waiting get any power. So for me, I'm suspecting thrust. Where does thrust come? Engine. What can make two engines not have thrust at the same time? Bad fuel. Contaminated fuel. Yes, it can. There's a margin for pilot error. There's a margin. Dr. John Jay says it's all about trust. Everything for you, Nanakin. There is a margin. Of course, it can be pilot error. Of course, it can be load. But for me, that thing are power. Now, why am I saying all this? Sorry?
Maybe they purchase the fuel from the roadside. You know how to.
Now, let me now tell you why I'm saying this. Because at the end of the day, if it was, let's rule it out and say it is fuel, hypothetically. If they supply bad fuel, the remedy na say they supply good fuel. Do you understand? If na pilot error, the remedy be say make sure so your pilots are well trained. If na aircraft error, the remedy be say make the aircrafts they in good condition. So where does God come in this setting?
It be like one small analogy where they give say when you go smoke, you go where your brain touch, nothing concern God.
Nothing concern God.
Yeah. When you go and drive, we think concern God.
He said maybe hydraulics. Now let me explain what hydraulics do for you. Hydraulics control the gear. Hydraulics control the flaps. Hydraulics control the elevators. Hydraulics do not control the engine. If he had thrust and he had jammed hydraulics.
They were taking off at what point? Like what? How many feet was the?
They were around 600 feet.
Is that just 5 minutes? 5 minutes upon taking off?
No, it's not up to 5 minutes. It can be up to 5 minutes. Like maybe 2-3 minutes. So listen, if your elevators, what can hydraulics do? They jam. Let's say they jam your elevators and they put you in this position. Then we say it is hydraulics. The plane was always like this. No be hydraulic. Now, if they cannot change it from like this to like this, then we can say it's hydraulics. But as long as they can ride it like this, he could have continued riding it like that if he had thrust. And eventually we saw that he pitched up. And then the plane just sank.
Looked like he was distracted for a minute. Or did they lose control?
Samaria, you don't really sabi aviation like that. He's not distracted.
Is that what they told us at the freeze?
Who said that?
One time our aircraft, Airpiece, came facing Lufthansa. And then we had to quickly go down for them to fly ahead. That was what they said, that they lost control. And they came face to face with Lufthansa. That was what they announced.
Now, that would be an air traffic control problem. When there is it don't do me before. I did inside cockpit with my friends who be pilots. They gave us clearance to land. Then there was this overland on the runway. You know that overland, double prop, they just the waka how they go. Oh my lord. The overland just they drag. Last minute out. That pilot does not fly for a local airline anymore. I've not talked to him like 10 years. And now my guy. Papa just say, hold it. He came in like this, toga immediately, and tilted the plane like this to go around. But he could not have done that with that. You see, toga, when you fire that toga, they give the plane full power. Toga flaps 15. Immediately, he was going to face the overland. The overland was on the tarmac, dragging his leg. You know how turboprop go, they do 1-1. So I understand that it's not distraction. Sometimes it's them clearing one person, the person not quick go There was one I saw in America. Private jet was crossing the wrong way. The plane was come. The plane don't touch down. It got to go back up again. The private jet cross road. This was like 5 days ago. So no pilot can be distracted during a takeoff. That takeoff phase is the most. That's when they are busiest because they are doing call outs. Nobody's distracted. Maybe they are cruising. They're not going to see one plane. They come. They gist. They talk. You understand? Cruising altitude, or they establish their climb. But that takeoff phase, nobody can be distracted. There's nothing like everybody's eye is on the road. Even everybody around you, they watch you. So it has pilot error. There was, for me, I believe that there was no trust. That's what I believe in.
Not this particular aircraft. I'm talking about the one I witnessed.
That one are ATC. That one, me, I believe, say na ATC problem. ATC 9 day distracted. They can't go put 2 planes in line of. They no pass on away.
They didn't see it coming. They were just taking off. And then the next thing we heard was the pilot had to make a quick descent. And that one now, Lufthansa now went ahead of us on the other side. So some of us by the window were able to see the that one was and people were like, did you see that? They said, oh,
now communication issue. Now you go cause them. Now communication issue.
Because Samaria for jet stream, they get like their own highway where they pass. Now, for instance, somebody they come, you guys communicate with them. You go drop your own altitude or you go fly higher so that we don't go touch each other. Now they talk 90 and they talk say all those Russians. When they talk all those they are Ruski. Sometimes we will say, can you speak louder or talk slowly? Then they will come and talk and this so that one a communication matter. But this kind of one now on the own, no be saying
now on the own. Now if now one engine we can say is bird strike. But with one engine, he should have enough thrust. Dr. John J just like this thrust. You see, let me explain flying to you. Let me explain flying to you. Basically, there are 4 factors that affect a plane. One is gravity. It pulls the plane down. One is drag. It pushes the plane back. So the plane is fighting against the air to go forward. That's drag. One is lift. Lift is created by the wings and thrust is created by the engine. So at every stage in time, your thrust and your lift must overcome your drag and your gravity. If not, the plane will come down. So if you have no thrust, you will lose lift. Yeah?
Private jet. Please repeat. I want to make sure I put it down correctly in case any day I see private jets enter. Make I know how to take fly out first. Landing, I'll call you. Help me.
Baba, now plenty work. So
they do from simulator pilot now.
So waiting me at the try talk we say, because I just wanted to use this as an analogy and come back to the conversation. Because at the end of the day, if we are blaming God that God saved one person, and we are blaming God, say God by another person. My question is, so where's your work as a human being? What's the pilot's job? What's the ATC's job? What's the person supplying fuel job?
Let me say this time. That means we follow surely no expertise, no use of sense where God give you. No, of course. To be honest with you, I'm not good in aviation. You are the aviation guy. There is human error and there might be mechanical error. That's all I can say. But it has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do. And if I wait,
drag, lift, gravity, and trust. Those are the 4 factors. So drag, when the plane is going through the air is pulling it back. So now when you have your gear down, that's your tire, it creates more drag. So if you don't lift your tire, you'll be struggling with drag. That's why once you see a plane takes off, the tire goes up. Then after a while, the flaps go in. So that's why you clean up your aircraft. So once you clean up your aircraft, you can now begin your climb. You understand?
Okay.
The landing gear still creates more drag. Absolutely. Now, why did they not bring landing gear up? You see, let me give you an example. If you come down, like that thing that happened that day, there was a plane on the tarmac, and we needed to climb, or this thing that happened this particular day in US, the plane had landed, and then all of a sudden a private jet crossed the road. This was 4 days ago. The guy had to toga. Once he toga like this, he not carry tire, leave tire. Toga, if na Boeing, toga flaps 15 and start to climb. When you have stabilized the aircraft, then you can now start cleaning aircraft up and adjusting settings and all that. You go leave tire first. So if you are climbing, you see, the problem they had, my opinion, oh, I may be wrong, they had reached their V1, so they had to take off, but they didn't have good enough trust. They heard a bang. Now let me ask you a question: was that bang a BOMB, or it was an engine flame out, or was an engine explosion? So another thing where we are not looking at is they could have sabotaged it. India, not like Nigeria, they feel buy everybody to buy one person. It's possible. It's possible.
Mhm.
You understand? India no be America. Even America, they do them. Every country, they do them. Baba, if you go and watch the real footages of number 9, number 1, and then another number 1, all those things where they tell you now, none of them, they true. I followed it up. Baba. Baba, they know what they do, but no be my mouth, you go hear them. I will send you some. There are some sites that are actually dedicated to things like that.
Okay.
You understand? The way those houses, I go use house, but when I know what they talk, the two, the way they take come down, now controlled. Plane, no, if you bring them down like that, but no be me go tell you.
9/11.
I don't think this thing tires.
Baba, don't worry, just send me hello. Just send me hello. I will send you an Instagram channel that is dedicated to this thing. Me, I don't know I'm 20 years ago. Say this thing are nonsense. But no be me go talk am. So countries they do am. That one where they do, where they blame Libya. Now them do their self. I no be me go talk am. That one will happen for Scotland. Where they say, where they take hold that guy, that Gaddafi guy. From there, he can't translate to waiting they use take penetrate Libya. Now them do them to their self. No be anybody do anything.
Even Satanic self, what we hear, Satanic.
So countries they do them. Countries they do them to their self when they want bring somebody down. They want create reason to go fight another. Because now the TikTok say now these other people do them to them. Then tomorrow you go see say they will go fight those people. When countries want create opportunity to fight and their citizens no one agree, then they do this kind of thing so that they go fit ginger them. So Yama will go there. Because at the end of the day, they say they blame Saddam, they go Saddam country, go scatter everywhere. They not see the weapon where they say he gets. But no be me go talk all these things. And when they push me to even talk, I'm not happy.
No, Baba, we understand some of the hypocrisy. We understand.
Don't
A lot of, but you see those houses, I don't think can tire.
Baba, I go send you, I will send you video. Baba, if you watch those videos, you will know that this thing no be aeroplane do am. Now them do
No
their
fit.
self.
You don't go fit.
They say even Satanic is which eye?
No.
That thing where you talk DF, the intense heat. What is the heat? Do you know what those things are built out of? What heat? Heat how? She toothpick 9 they used to build them.
COVID too. They did COVID. So they
Baba,
get rid of
even this,
that.
but let me not talk. You see all these things, if they talk and they go be in, they look my channel. I beg, now God, I take beg una.
Yes.
Now God, I take beg una. Mo leave these things. You understand? Somebody said, what of electrical failure? It's a possibility. But you see, my problem is, as long as you are, I don't want to sound like Dr. John J. But as long as you have trust pushing that plane forward, maybe you go fall for another place, but you go past that place, you go waka pass. You understand? That last minute reaction of the guy nosing up, that last minute before the thing finally sank. Now, desperate attempt of no trust, nothing to do. You understand? My opinion. Now, we don't know who the pilot flying or the pilot monitoring was, but both of them have a minimum of 9,000 hours. That's a lot.
Wow.
They are not small picking pilots. You understand? I was following some groups that were talking about it, some pilot groups that were talking about it. It anyway, you see Nigeria, this one go happen. We know go hear wetin happen. They go die the matter. The owner of the airline will go bribe somebody for government, go beg them. They go die. By the time they release and they go don't release and the thing go just sneak past. Nobody go hear wetin happen. And that's one of the things I despise our people for. We know they ever solve problem, make it come out for ground. These people, at least, I hope that the true story will come out, because 200 and they say now 290 people buy, 50 people on ground. 50 people on ground. It fell on a school.
That's not a joke at all.
It fell on a school. You understand what I tell you? Medical school. So it's really, some people are saying the seat number is lucky, 11A. Okay. Is Hinduism too lucky because he was also a Hindu? Also, let's remember that the Hindu scriptures on the plane. Did you see the footage of where those Hindu scriptures were? The whole place burned, turned to black. Only the Hindu scriptures survived. You know, Siam. Baba, just Google them. I posted it on my page. Let me show you. But I not carry on well because nobody me get the video. So I was also being cautious. Look at the wreckage, the background. Then the video where I carry. See. Gita or the Gita, a set of Hindu scriptures. Hi guys. That's a copy of the Bhagavad Gita or the Gita, a set of Hindu scriptures, and it did not burn. Now, this book does not talk about our God or the Almighty God or the Christian God. If na Bible now, we no go hear word. Building born, Bible no born. Everywhere born, church no born. Bhagavad Gita no born too. I want you to watch that video where you will see everywhere black. They pick them inside. Do you know what it is to be carrying like 100 tons of fuel? Can they carry oxygen tank? You know, say oxygen did that aeroplane in case there's rapid decompression. When a plane is taking off from India and flying 7 hours to Gatwick, just know say na full tank it go carry. So it is like a BOMB. So how come their scripture no born? Because now one of the claims where they take talk say God, the God of the Christians, is very powerful. Everywhere go born, church no go born. Everywhere go born, Bible no go born. Okay, everywhere born. Gita no born.
If I tell you I am not tired of those things, I'm a liar. Because I'm just tired of hearing it. It's like everywhere you go.
You go reach one day, they go tell us, April Fool.
They no fit tell you because that is what your... Look at this pastor we carry GUN.
Yeah.
You understand?
He deny him.
Baba, whether he carry waiting look like GUN, more talk him. Even whatever it is he carry. Did you see the way they troll him? For in life, he no go ever believe say they fit troll pastor like. Even me, when I first started in 2016, where I don't see these people BS, I begin to call them out. The whole world they vex with me. I said the day was coming when they will drag these people.
Yeah.
Everybody say shut up, shut up, shut up. Or more, they go in page, they go the guy page. Somebody send down to me.
I saw the comments.
The guy go one place, they ask and say, this place where you go, you carry your GUN. They call him man of G. Baba, I look him and I weak. And I was like, people are waking up. This religion BS.
Baba, they are waking up.
You see, let me tell you something, eh? Of all religions, Christianity has the least results. Of all global religions that I have come in contact with, when it comes to results, look at Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is run 100% on Quran and Hadith. And it is thriving.
Oh, yeah.
It is thriving. They might have their faults. Women might not have the rights that women need. But you cannot, if you look at Saudi Arabia and look at Nigeria, you will see the difference immediately. Saudi Arabia is 100 times better than Nigeria.
Yeah.
And it is based 100% on Islamic law. So, Islam has results. Please, what are the results of Christianity? Mention one thing that we can say because of Christianity, this thing is like this. Why are you silent? You can't mention it. You can't.
Can't say anything or that it brings that one.
You know why I'm not talking that it freeze?
Why?
Because everybody knows I'm a Muslim.
Baba, forget this thing. See, Islam getting results. Dubai is Muslim, Qatar is Muslim, Kuwait is Muslim. Of course, we have the extremists, the Iran, the Iraq.
No.
Do you understand? But Qatar still uses Islamic law as its foundation. Dubai still uses, they modified it a bit because they are selling tourism and they want people from other countries and other religions to visit them. But the basics of Dubai, now still Islam.
Islamic laws that they take
Now still Islamic law. Malaysia, now still Islamic law. If they can run a nation on one legal system, you guys don't understand Saudi Arabia. If your money lost, they go begin to find you. You understand?
Last time when I go Saudi for Umrah, I did chop shish, chicken and the kebab stuff, right? And I left my whole pouch, the waist pouch, and my phone on top of it. I don't go Arab for inside Kaaba, go do tawaf. Now when I want make video, now I say, where my stuff? Baba, you know the human wave to get back. And I like 10 doors there to approach Kaaba, that black big box. By the time I come back there, Baba, people don't do that. I lost. So I find that place, my stuff there intact.
Because stealing is kind of prohibited.
Baba, they will never. Let me tell you, real estate is prohibited because they believe the proceeds of real estate is haram. Banking, where they collect money, is prohibited. Baba, they live a life of simplicity.
Because if they catch you, you'll be more trouble. So,
Baba, nobody. You see, maybe the last generation were thief now, like 200 years ago. So nobody they thief because Papa no see Pikin they thief.
Stealing it would be a sin before God. That one that God could punish the person, but till later. But now there's a rule on the ground. If you steal person, fab somebody thief, they will cut your hand.
Bah. That's what I'm saying. Now, let's talk about China. Let's talk about China that has no religion.
That's what I said that.
China has no religion. And they frown, whether it's Islam or Christianity, they don't want you to teach their children. So they have, in China, I marry Samaria. We born 4 children. I thief government money. No be only me, they go prison. Samaria will have to prove that she does not know that I stole government money. And she will do that proving from behind bars. If my children are 18, all of them will have to prove that they don't know, say, they thief money.
Don't watch it.
The moment my son knows that I'm stealing government money, if he does not report, now me and him, they go to prison together.
Yes, it's culpable.
Does that system reduce crime? Absolutely. The equivalent of the Chinese NAFDAC, the OGA. Drugs, they go to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. The drug never reach stage 3. The guy collect bribe. He push him from stage 1 to stage 3. He jump 1 stage. 1 person buy, which is normal with all drug. If they give 2,000 people paracetamol, 1 person feel from there buy.
Yep.
Now so they sue. Waiting happen. They say they are proven illegally. They buy him. They sentence him to buy a whole of gal. Baba, go and read Chinese people.
You know, they started that here yesterday. I tried to buy Tana for my girl, and then they requested for my ID. And I was wondering, since when did they start requesting for ID? Because I was buying it from the drive-thru. Since when did they start requesting for ID before they would just give me ordinary Tylenol over the counter? They say that's the new law right now. Before you can get Tylenol, because people are overusing it. You know, they want to get an ID the time it was prescribed. That way, the time it was purchased, that way, should you come back again to buy another one, they will check to see that you're not overusing it.
So at the end of the day, what am I saying with all this is, can you point to something? And I'm going to end with this. Anything that we can say we got this because we are Christians. point to something in this life.
Is it good? Is it something good or bad?
Good. Something that we can say, okay, oh, like for instance now, I can suggest Sharia law and do a thesis based on Dubai and say a modified Sharia law can work and use Dubai and Qatar as my case study. Please give me something that I can use Christianity as a case study to prove a point that Christianity is useful to the people. I'm waiting. It is, you know why? Because what Christianity does is witches and wizards. 200 people will buy, one person will survive. Let me ask you a question. If 200 people drink Panadol and only one person survive, you go drink Panadol.
I go drink Panadol.
If 200 people buy, they give you one medicine, say take this medicine. But out of every 200 people we drink them, only one person they survive. You go drink them.
You may try your luck, but not me. I will look for
another. So, because Christian testimony. Baba, let me give you an example. You will see all these pastors, they will go and do crusade. Inside crusade, 20,000 people come there. Inside that 20,000 people, they'll see 5 miracles. Please, how is this a viable? How is this a viable? Do you understand?
Their tongue will come. You never reach their tongue.
Now, let me give you an example.
Their tongues are coming, honey.
Let me give you an example. If you pray, if you go and you do and you not get your healing, they'll say because you do not have faith. Do you need to have faith before malaria medicine works for you?
No.
So at the end of the day, whatever it is that we call Christianity never works because the model for the solution is, if you compare it to logic or reality, it is always a failure. Now fail. One person buy. One person, if to say this Air India thing happened like this, and now Christians did it, everybody buy, everybody survive except 2 people. Is different. So it is, there's nothing we can point to. Other religions, they will point to this. Now, what is Christianity, to be honest? Christianity is love your neighbor as yourself. That is, now, if we practice that instead of looking for miracle, if we practice that instead of praying from morning till night, if we practice that instead of having 10 churches on every street, then we can now point to something that Christianity has done and has succeeded in a nation. Christianity is not prayer. You can decide as a Muslim, you have to pray. Salat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. In Christianity, you don't have to pray. There's nowhere where prayer was made compulsory for Christians.
Wow.
It doesn't exist. There's nowhere where fasting was made compulsory for Christians. So Christianity is actually easier than Islam.
Yeah, it is.
But guess what? The one thing they made compulsory for Christianity is love your neighbor as yourself. And that one thing is the one thing that the Muslims, after having to pray 5 times a day, after having to fast 1 month in a year, the Muslims still get that love your neighbor as yourself more than we, that they made it easy for. Let me tell you something. One of the differences between Christianity and Islam, Christianity, or especially Pentecostal Christianity, which is the one we have in Nigeria, it is a Oriyomi religion.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Me, everywhere born, God don't save me, I don't come out. Everybody, they suffer for Nigeria, me, I don't come out. There was no more, food in the land, but the widow took care of Elijah, and Elijah tasked the format. So everybody feel they pay for one country. As long as you do okay, God don't answer your own prayer. But let me tell you how Islam works. You see, it is all stories. Moses never lived in Egypt. It is a story. What is the use of that story? That's what we are missing. We are looking for God to come and deliver us from a Pharaoh that probably never existed. Instead of understanding the storyline of what they were trying to use the Pharaoh message to teach us. Do you understand where I'm coming from? In Islam, there's a story about one man They call him the friend of the prophet. I'm not an authority on Islam, but I'll say the story nonetheless. There was famine in the town. And there is a curse in Islam that if one person goes hungry in a town, everybody in that town is cursed. Unless the person decides, say, in no one chop, or in they sick, or in one fast. But even according to Islam, you must break your fast before you go to bed. So fasting is not part of it. So unless in they sick, or in just say, in not feel like eating. Say he went to bed hungry because there was no food. There's a curse on that whole town. So town leaders during times of crisis and famine go from house to house to check if everybody has eaten. So they were telling the story of this man who was going from house to house to check if everybody, he used to do it every day. When I don't chop, we don't chop. When I don't. So as he was about to go home, he just heard like cry from afar. He can't ask his servant, say, what's be that? Say, me if they hear him, they can't waka go the place. They can't see children, they cry. Their mama can't they turn stove. Wait till they cook. The woman they cook stones. Say, whether as the children they say and they cook, from the cry they feel sleep. Now the man recam. Say, do you want us to be cursed? Now the man tell himself and say, oh yeah, move, they go my house. Now they go in house. The man carried the food on his head. He not agreed in servant carry the food. They now brought the food to the woman's house. Now another thing we say, woman we done the boil stone since morning. She don't tie, give her the food. She all look and say, I go cook her tomorrow. The guy say, lie. They cook the food together. When the food come done, they can't wake the children up, make the children chop. It was not until after the children ate that the guy got up and went to his house. That's the leader of the village. What is the message there? That if there is poverty anywhere, it is a collective curse. But in Christianity, that woman under Jonathan with thief Bill Gates, we still go to church and thank God. In Christianity, it is okay to steal the commonwealth of a people as long as you give God his bribe.
God no defense.
So, do you now understand why the modern health gospel, this I'm going to be okay, my portion is different, my case is different, my God will do it for me? It is very detrimental. It is good for that one person, that Rajav, I've been waiting minute where God saved from plane. But the remaining 240 people plus the 50 people on the ground, it doesn't favor them. Any religion that favors 1 in 300 is a flop. Instead, make that one buy, make the 300 survive. And Nigerians can never understand this because from young, your parents were poisoned with this evil.
I salute your
And your parents fed you this. They told you it was God. Not because I don't believe God can do it, but I want to remove that poison from your system. For you to think that you survived something and everybody else died, and that is God. That is why Nigeria can never be okay. Because as long as 3 or 4 people are okay, God has worked.
No. Tieba
jail come me. Your own don't spoil, not reach me. But when your own spoil is equal to my own spoil, then enough is spoil. Because waiting touch Samaria don't touch me. Waiting touch Miriam don't touch me. Waiting touch Wale don't touch me.
Until we start seeing it like that.
Until we start seeing life like that.
It's not a victory
if it's not a communal victory.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the fact that labor is cheap in Nigeria. Because one of the products of a failed system is labor is cheap.
Absolutely.
Baba, this matter long ago. I want you people, all of you listening to this thing this night. We don't joke, we don't gist, but I want you to go to bed with something. As long as Christianity does not have a commonwealth, it is a personal wealth. Maybe I'll sit down and teach it on Sunday properly. As long as what they teach you as faith is a personal wealth instead of a commonwealth, you can never eradicate poverty. You'll be seeing little wins. My father will tell me that God has been with him, and I look at him and I wonder, at what point did God join you? Indeed, don't be this your life where they see.
He may have died if God went with him.
That is mediocrity. Don't not vex. Wale, make I land this. Pagans too may have died. This thing, you see this thing where he talks Samaria. Now part of the poison where I need to come out.
But I'm telling you, that's his own. If he tells you that probably be why he's saying it.
Good.
He may have seen so much. Good.
So me, I want to remove it from his system and my system. Because I cannot sit down with you and you tell me that the evidence of God in your life is you did not buy. Lizard too not buy now. You never see where house born, where lizard escape. So all of a sudden the God of the lizard done strong.
That's his own belief.
That is the toxicity. That's the toxicity.
Yeah.
No. You see, Samaria, let's go back to what I was saying. Hold on, let's go back to what I was saying. Until you understand what personal wealth and commonwealth is, you will continue to celebrate personal wealth at the detriment of commonwealth. You understand what I'm telling you? For one, Elon Musk to rise, 30,000 people under his payroll directly and 2 million people under his payroll indirectly have risen with him. That's a commonwealth. I cannot follow your God because he gave you life. Pagans have life. Do you understand what that's why the first question I say, show me something that you have that nobody else has as a Christian. You can't tell me life. Animals have life. Flies have life. You can't tell me that your children survive, none of your children buy. Dog, they born 20 children, none go buy. That is not evidence of God.
People have problems in this life, I'm going to tell you, to be honest.
Listen. As long as your problem is not that your whole country collapsed, that problem where you get one person where they in their way get and we solve your own.
Yes, sir.
Unless there is a new disease called Samariatitis that only you have.
I've seen people, yeah. I've been to homes.
Hold on. Let Samaria land.
Okay, go on.
I've been to homes of people with kids suffering one thing or another. You see them on vents, they are on vents, they are pulling from the stomach, they are eating from the stomach. You look at
okay, so as you don't have that, that's now evidence of God.
No, I'm just looking at this. Let's say, for example, you see this couple, and this is the first child they're having. You see how a house have turned into hospital, like almost. And you begin to wonder, like me, that had mine like that, and no issue. God, thank you for real, because people have different things they go through in life.
You see, you are still not getting the message. The message is you have personalized it. Let me tell you something. You will live in some societies, and you will have this problem, and the society will take care of it for you.
No matter how the society is taking care of it.
Good. Now, what I'm trying to say is that God has done for you. Do you know there are pagans that also have 20 children and none of them are sick?
But do you know the way I see these people's religion, regardless whatever it is called or tagged, I just see it like it's their own God and their own definition or words or whatsoever. I just think that one God, just that we have different names.
Okay. Pagans have a God, they have 30 gods. What about atheists that don't believe in any God?
It's the same thing. Whatever it is they believe in.
They don't believe in anything. That's the thing. They don't believe in anything. You see, hold on, Samaria, I need to get this poison out of your system tonight. Tonight, I ain't gonna end. Let me explain something to you, yeah? I asked you one question. You have a child. Your child is healthy. Your child is doing well. There are atheists who have children whose children are doing well. There are pagans, Muslims. There are people who believe in your God. There are people who believe in many gods. There are people who don't believe in your God. There are people who believe in devils, and they still have this same thing you have. I want you to stand before me as the uniqueness and evidence of your God, manifested in your treatment of humanity, not what. The evidence that Samaria has God is not that she has a healthy child. The evidence that Samaria has God is not that she has a job. The evidence that Samaria has God is not that they deported her. The evidence that Samaria has God is the sacrifice in her life that she has for other people. Because let me tell you something, Paul did not have children. Are you closer to God than Paul was? Stephen was stoned in his youth. He looked in the sky, Acts chapter 7, verse 45, all the way down to the end. He was, the scripture says, was filled with the Holy Spirit. He could see Christ, he could see God, and they stoned him, and the stone entered. You, where they're not stoned, are you now trying to tell me that you have more Holy Spirit than Stephen? That did not reach 30. Shebi, you shall don't pass 30.
Whether I'm a believer or not believer, whatever it is we believe in or we don't believe in works for us.
Samaria don't date deep.
That's true.
Don't date deep rooted. Okay, make I. Samaria, hold on. Let me.
Let Wally explain it.
So I feel like, you see, I'm a Muslim. I believe in Allah, but there's one thing. I am less of this believing God doing good for me, and not if He's not favoring others as that I have God. No. Look, God created all those 290 something people. How is it? What kind of God should He say is that would buy all 290 and keep one?
That is the same question I see at myself when I'm driving on traffic and I see people soliciting for money for kids, suffering one thing or the other. And then I begin to wonder, is it the same God that created me? Is it the same God I've heard so much about that will allow this child to be in this condition? So times there are things that make us question what is even happening. I mean, what were we even fed with? Or what do we even believe in?
So
I've had situations where I've asked, are these kids not innocent? Is this child not innocent? Why is this child going through all this when there is God? This child is not like me that is sinful. So don't worry about that.
I don't know how Christianity explained it, but let me say that as a Muslim, Quran told us that as creatures or God's servants, He would test us with everything, even death, which is most revered by humans. Nobody won't buy, right? He will use hunger, sickness, everything. He will take tests in servants, creatures. So at every point in time in life, I don't think if I am in a good place, my God is working wonders, and the ones that are not favored right now, they don't have God or is not working.
I do not think like that.
That's what Islam has taught me. And also, there's
I don't think like that.
Because as a Muslim, you must believe in Qadar, which is destiny. Every human is believed to have had a pre-written script on how they're going to live their life from cradle to grave, right? So now, while these events are manifesting in our lives, there is no way somebody who has been very rich, did everything right, but it has been destined that towards the end time of their lifetime, they are going to be broke. There's nothing you could do about it. That's destiny. Islam said that. But now we're talking about two people working hard, doing the same thing, same shift. In fact, measure of intelligence is about the same thing. The other one, you don't go do something. They didn't do now under G. He make up. He is celebrating God, say it don't happen for now. Do that the other person that is not doing anything but keeping the pace, the original way and the right way, as that is God is not doing anything. That are waiting that the freeze the cry explain.
Okay, well, I understood what the freeze was saying. I mean, it's the same reason why a thief was promised to eat or go to heaven with God, during the time he was on the cross. Someone who, a notorious armed robber, for example. It's what I do understand what the feel. I'm just saying. I mean, I just think I've learned to leave people to believe in or not believe in whatever it is they want to believe
Samaria, you cannot leave people to continue into destruction. I ask you, why did Christ enter the temple with a cane? Why didn't he leave them? You see, this leave them. Everybody can do what they want. If all of us decided to do this, Africa will collapse. At one point, it is my duty. When God went to meet Cain, he said, "Where is Abel?" What did Cain respond? Say, "Am I my brother's keeper?" At what stage are you going to be your brother's keeper, Samaria? You know somebody is clearly deluded. You know somebody is clearly misled. You know somebody is practicing something that will bring him nothing but what he personally imagines.
We did it today, that it frees. You and I did it today on this life. At the time today, we did it today.
How?
We did what? Being our brothers.
We were trying to convince Miriam here to do something, and then she wouldn't give in. And at the point, we gave up. We did it today.
Okay, very good. We did it, Samaria. But at the end of the day, we did it. Whether we won or not, it is no longer on my head. I don't talk.
And you've been doing it. That's the same thing we are saying. You've been doing it. So at the time, you leave them to
No. You see, there comes to a point where you need to start questioning beliefs. Nigeria is the way it is. I swear to God, Samaria, if Nigeria could give you everything America would give you, would you be in America?
No way.
I don't think so.
If Nigeria could give you the safety you have in America, the human rights you have in America, the salary you have in America, you can actually earn what you are earning. You can actually plan your life the way you are planning your life in America, and then still eat ogbono soup. You will not be in that America. You no go day in that America.
You're right. Of course, I may not have been here, but do not also forget that there are people that are Americans that are still living in America.
They don't have nothing.
Now, but what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is, until we Nigerians stop living our personal wealth and start focusing on a commonwealth. And the commonwealth is not, if I bring my money, if I sell my cars, sell my watches, and share with everybody, 1 month, 2 months, everybody will be back to plot zero. It is not about giving. It is about teaching and liberating. You are in America today because somebody died fighting for your right to vote as a woman, fighting for your right as a black person. Malcolm X, they buy him. You understand? So many people. The reason why today in America you have rights, you can vote. Your Wale, for instance, now as a black man can decide to marry Oyinbo, is because somebody died. Somebody fought that for it to exist. And I end my message here. We have to stop thinking of our personal wealth and our commonwealth. Samaria, you're looking very beautiful today. Samaria, you use filter. You be like Oyinbo, you use filter.
No.
When say you know, she say you get the kind fresh, where she fresh, where they different.
Baba, now you see freshness. You guys in the beat.
So
like this.
Now Wale asked of you 2 days ago, say where's Samaria? You never see am tay. I say, hey, problem. I can't begin to find you up and down.
We thank God you
Someone say Sama on fire. Samaria a wonderful person, oh. Samaria a wonderful person, oh. Samaria a wonderful in every way. Forget fine.
I used to think she's even like Hausa and
she don't know how they mix. Is that they mix am with Oyinbo or they mix am with Fulani?
Fulani, yeah. I used to think that,
The proper Imo State.
But Igbo girls they find normally.
Now them cheap precise with that.
Them
Cubana, them people. Wow.
Which kind of stone you can't throw now, Wale?
Ma quickly advise, these single guys out here. Yoruba boys, they go lock Igbo girls up right now. They say that the way forward, that the future will be that. I don't know who knows quickly drop this update for people.
Dr. John J said, why we they hear the gist? Israel they throw away for Iran. Baba, I don't know. If I talk my mind, they feel vexed with my channel, so I no go talk my mind. At least no be my country, which is still bad because we are still talking about the commonwealth instead of the personal wealth. Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll talk about this later.
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing this all the time. And please, spread the word. People don't just come
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, the lawyer. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Miriam. Oh, because you people made the. And thank you, Dr. John J, for trusting throughout my comment section.
He said trust leaves.
It's okay to make the comment section interactive as well as the topic.
Dr. John
Sometimes you have to ask dense questions so that people will remind you that you're dense.
Igbo women, they say their combination with Yoruba now, like hundreds. My brothers, they tell me now, say they don't even Lagos. I say, what's happen now? I say, no, I don't talk, say, make Igbo men look for Yoruba women, no, Yoruba boys.
Dr. John J, please leave Igbo women for us. Don't trust them.
It's Simon Yoruba or Igbo?
Dr. John J, please don't trust Igbo women. No. All my phones don't die one by one. Remain only this one. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Dr. John J.
Thank you, everyone. As now no pop my money gone. God go punish una, but na small. I go beg God make He reduce the punish for our body. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Somebody say, when is Sama coming back to marry? She don't marry already. Help me leave her. Thank you very much. Where are we going? They define you for YouTube. As in, now only you come from Instagram, they define you for YouTube. Oh yeah, make I off the YouTube. Silly people.